Ever seen one of those pups that just looks like a jumbo hot dog? Maybe that's one of your fur babies where they're packing a few extra pounds. Or maybe you're in a situation where your fur baby has some joint challenges and you know that they're not moving as well as they used to. Maybe they've got arthritis, maybe they've got hip dysplasia, maybe they've even started to get symptoms of wobblers where they don't quite have the traction and control that they used to. And all those joint challenges mean that they're not moving as much, and you want to make sure that they're not going to pack on extra pounds with that decrease in activity. What can you do to help them be their very best? Well, in pets, just like in humans, weight and joint health go hand in hand. When our pets are overweight, they start to get joint challenges because those joints have excess wear and tear on them. There's a lot more strain because they're carrying around extra weight and they have to move differently because of that extra weight. And in pets with joint challenges, there's a big risk of them getting an increase in their weight because they're not moving quite optimally. They're not moving as much or as well. Now, it is summertime, and summer is a great time to help them get out and be their very best, just like we're doing for ourselves. So, how can you help them stay as well as possible in weight as well as in their joints so that they can have the best quality of life possible? Go out and live their furry little lives to the fullest because that's what we really want. We want their years with us to be the very best they can possibly be. So, how can you help them? Whether you've got a pet that's dealing with some extra weight or you've got a pet that's dealing with some joint challenges, and how can you navigate that circle that those two pieces make? If you're new to my world, welcome. I'm Dr. Vicky, gentle chiropractor for people as well as pets. I'm a Reiki healer and a mind body coach. What I'm here to do for you and your fur babies is to help you be the very best you possibly can be, you and them, by putting together all of the pieces that make up you at your best. Not just the physical, but also the mental, the emotional. It's not just joints, it's also muscles and weight and the nervous system. There's so many pieces, and you need an expert on your side who's going to help you see and find and discover all the ways that you can make every aspect of you and your pets work their very best so that you can be your very best and not have to miss out on anything life has to offer for you. So let's dive in. I've got 3 quick tips for you in today's Quick Tip Tuesday on how you can help your pets live their best, whether they've got some extra weight or they've got some joint challenges. Number 1 is to talk to your vet about your pet's individual realistic goal for weight and discover what that is, because that should be customized for your pet and their unique situation. No two pets are exactly the same, even if they are the same breed, even if they are from the same litter, even if they're in the same house. No two pets are exactly alike. So you need to talk with your pet's vet to figure out what is their ideal weight for their situation. Because maybe it's not realistic to get them to the textbook ideal weight. Maybe your pet's ideal weight is a little heavier. Maybe it's a little underweight from textbook. It really depends on your pet and what they have going on. So talk to your vet, discover what that ideal is, and then go one step further in that conversation and discover what your pet would recommend for your or what your vet would recommend for your pet's nutritional needs. Because again, every pet is different, so we gotta customize what it is that they need for nutrition. Because not every pet's gonna need the same thing. If we can manage what it is that they're taking in, balancing with what it is that they're able to burn off, that really is a good step in the right direction to helping them maintain healthy weight, which helps them maintain healthy joints, and vice versa. So we got to customize this. Start with your vet and figure out what is their ideal weight for your particular pet. And what do we need to do for nutrition in your pet's special instance? Tip number 2, to help your pets feel their best and keep that body functioning at its very best, see about getting your pet some gentle chiropractic care to keep those joints and that whole nervous system firing as well as it possibly can, keeping those muscles moving as well as they possibly can, so that nothing is getting stuck, nothing is moving too much. Everything is as stable and as mobile as it can possibly be, so that your pet has as much freedom of movement and freedom of life as they can possibly get. This is especially important in our pets with joint challenges already, because if their joints are already having a challenge, we need to support those joints as much as we possibly can. Because in a lot of cases, I'm not going to say all, but in a lot of cases, if there's a structural joint challenge, like hip dysplasia, like arthritis, like wobblers, which is neurological but often has a physical counterpoint to it as well, if there's a challenge there, we're not going to be able to make that completely go away, but we can help support your pet so that they have as few symptoms as possible and so that they can live life to the fullest, even with what they've got going on. Because if we can get them moving freely and living life freely, they're going to be more apt to go be as active as they can possibly safely be, which is going to help keep that weight off. Because if they're not being very active because their joints aren't working well, that decrease in activity is going to lead to increase in pounds. That increase in pounds is going to lead to more deterioration and more stress and more micro traumas to the joints and more joint challenges. And it's a vicious cycle. So we need to support those joints, especially in our babies that are having joint challenges already. And if your pet is overweight, getting those joints taken care of can minimize the extra stress and strain that excess weight is putting on those joints. Because I know you've heard of some people, some humans that have been overweight. They're looking to release some pounds. They go start exercising, and pretty soon they figure out that exercise program is making their knees hurt and making their ankles hurt and making their back hurt, and they're right back on the couch where they started. And the same thing happens in pets. If they're overweight, we need to get them moving and we need to get their nutrition dialed in, but we also need to support those joints while they're working to support that body. No matter where that body is in its weight journey, we need to support it so that it can be its very best, so that your pet can be their very best. We don't want them to lose progress on that weight release journey. We want them to keep moving in the right direction, so we want to support the body so it's able to do that. If you're curious if I'm the right fit for your pet as their chiropractor, reach out to me. Let's do a no-charge phone consultation and figure out if this is the right fit and if I'm the right fit, because I'm not quite sure. So let's chat. I'd love to hear more about your fur baby and what they've got going on. So before we dive into tip number 3, here's how you can get in on that no-charge phone consult. You can send me a phone call or a text message at my direct line. This goes straight to me. There's no middle people. It's just you and me having a real conversation about your fur baby. I love talking to people about their fur baby. Let's do it. Give me a call or a text at 636-751-3150. That is my direct line, so you will probably get my voicemail if you do give me a call because I'm assisting someone else. Leave me a voicemail, please. If you don't leave me a voicemail, I won't call you back because I get too many robocalls. So let me know that you're not a robocall. Let me know you're a real person so that we can have a real conversation. Leave me a voicemail, shoot me a text message, and let me know you'd like a consult over the phone about your fur baby. Or if you want to go to my website and book online and pick a time that works well for you, minimize some of that phone tag, you can go to my website at completewellnesscc.com, and at the top there's a tab that says schedule. Go there. All right, last but not least, tip number 3, to help your pets be their very best, whether they've got some excess weight to release or they've got some joint challenges that we need to support. Tip number 3 is to ask your pet specialist, whether that's your vet or your animal chiropractor, ask them what the best exercise plan is for your particular pet. Again, all pets are unique, even in the same breed, even in the same litter, even in the same house. We want to give your pet the best support possible, including what they're doing for activity to burn off those calories and keep that body moving well. But we don't want to do too much where they're going to end up injured and right back on the sofa again. And we don't want to do too little to where we're not making any progress. So this needs to be customized. And that is the overall theme for all three tips is we need to customize this whole plan for your individual pet. Because your pet is unique. There's no other pet like yours. So there should be no other plan like your pet's plan. One, talk to your vet, discover what your pet's ideal weight is and what your vet recommends for your pet as far as nutrition goes. Number two, get your pet all taken care of with some gentle chiropractic care to keep those joints supported well and keep them moving freely so they can enjoy life freely. And number three, ask your vet or animal chiropractor what the best exercise plan is for your individual pet. Until we chat next time, I so look forward to talking with you about your fur baby. And go out, enjoy the wonderful summer, and live in life at your and your pet's very best. Bye now.